Okay, we are going to be looking at blue sort 18 today, and some really interesting words in this word sort. We're going to be looking at the concept that we have silent consonants in some words, but then in their related word they're not silent. So sort of hopefully going to be helpful tip, really. The tip of today is to think about related words, and that might help you spell them. So you might sometimes hear me say, think about what the base word is, and then that might help you spell the word. So I'm going to give you an example, and you can write this down in your notes. So I write sign. I'm going to sign my name. So which is the silent consonant in this word? Hopefully you heard that it was the G, sign. Okay, so then I think, oh, I get you up on the board and I say, come and sign your name up on the board, and you do. And I say, what's that? And you would say, it's my signature. So suddenly we have sign, signature. Now, listen to how that word is spelled. Signature. So this G is no longer silent. So the point I'm making really is use related words to help you spell. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, so we have muscle. You have a big muscle in your arm. Now, what's the silent letter there? Hopefully you can hear that it's the C. We just say muscle. Then we write another word. Oh, that man has lots of muscles. He's very muscular. Suddenly, the C is sounded, muscular. But hopefully you know that the word muscular is related to muscles. They're related because they have the same base word, muscle, muscular, sign, signature. So, related words, this is the second point I want to make, related words can help you remember silent consonants. Okay, so these two words are related, and even though we don't say the G here, we do here, so it helps us remember how to spell the word. Okay, because you can see sign, sign, same base word. Same base word. Okay, so that's really the teaching point for this word sort. So let's jump straight into, we've basically got word partners. So we've got sign, signature, muscle, muscular, there too. We've got lots of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've got 12 word partners. So we really just have 2 columns in this word sort, but I might do it as 4 just purely because I won't get 12 listed down. So I'll split it, I'll do 6 and 6 word partners. But you can, if you can fit 12 words in a column, then you can do them just as 2 columns. So I've got my silent. Might take up too much room. Silent consonants. Oh, goodness me. I've forgotten how to spell. Just a bit sad for a spelling teacher. Consonants. And then we've got sounded. Consonants. And this is just repeating. Yeah, I don't know, I might not be able to fit it in. Anyway, I'll try. Silent consonants and sounded. So they're just pairs, really. Consonants. consonants. Okay, so let's start under our silent consonants. So the first pair we had, which we've already gone through, is sign, so the G is silent, and then we've got signature, where the G is sounded out, sig. We can actually hear the G. Now what about bomb? Bomb, which letter is silent there? Hopefully you can see that the B is silent. But let's use the same base word, bomb, and use it in the word bombard, which is when you fire questions at someone, which is used from the base word bomb. But suddenly we sound out the B, so suddenly it's bombard. We hear the B. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, so we have the word soften. I let the butter sit on the bench for a couple of hours to soften. Can't hear that T, can we? It's just soften. Can't hear the T. But then I write the word soft, and I can hear it. Soft. So, if you were to write the word soften, I'm leaving the butter out on the bench to soften. You might think to yourself, hang on, that's the base word soft. It's got a T. Remember to put the T in, and then you get your spelling right. Muscle, silent C, but then we say muscular, and we can hear it. Crumb, can't hear that B, but then I say crumble, and I can hear it again. Design, don't hear that G, do I? Designate, designate, so suddenly I can hear it. Okay, so let's do 6 more. So these are 6 word partners, and we'll do 6 more. If you could fit this under there, you could just do it into one long list of word partners. Column. I can't hear that N, can I? But someone who writes a newspaper column regularly is called a columnist. And we can hear the N a little bit. I don't think that's super columnist, but you can hear it more than you can hear it in that word. What about hymn? Hymn that you sing in chapel. And then we write a hymnal. Hymnal is probably not a word you use very often, to be fair, but hymnal is just a book of hymns. Okay, resign. I decided to resign from my job. Resign again, can't hear that G. But then I hand in my resignation, resignation, and I can hear the G again. Just going to check that light isn't... Okay, it's just a little bit. I'll just shift that word to the left a bit. Resignation. Okay, hasten. Hurry up. Hasten means go faster. And you can't hear the T. Hasten. So if someone said hasten, you might be forgiven for forgetting the T, but if you remember that it's based in the word haste, which just means efficiently fast, you can hear the T. Solemn means it's very serious. Solemn, whoop, it's got an N there. And you can't hear the N, so solemn, so N is silent. However, we write the word solemnity, and you can hear the N. Moisten. Go and take that washcloth and moisten it with water. Can't hear that T, can you? Moisten. But it's based on the word moist. So if you remember that, you might remember to put the T in the word moisten. So I think words that you wouldn't use very often are probably solemn and solemnity. Perhaps hymn and, well, hymnal. You might use the word hymn. You might use the word solemn, but probably not solemnity. But other than that, these are actually words that you would use. Maybe not columnist, actually. But all these other words are words that you will use in your writing to describe and to add interest and use these more sophisticated words. And realising sometimes when a word, sometimes you have an idea in the back of your mind, you think, oh, I think there's another letter in this word, I just can't remember what it is. The tip for today is think of another word that is the same base word, and that might give you a hint. Okay, so if you're writing the word muscle, you're thinking, oh, I know that's got some weird letter and I can't remember what it is. Think muscular, and that gives you the hint. Crumb, crumble. Okay, so these other related words are giving you a hint to be able to spell your words correctly. But have fun practicing those, and I will see you soon.